Hap Hap, it's your boy Mr. CJ. What it do? Back with another video. In this one, I'm gonna teach you the sales skills and techniques that you need to master to close more deals. All right, it's the sales skills that's gonna always pay the bills. Now we know in 2020, a lot of people that went out there and found their LLCs. They're becoming first-time entrepreneurs, first-time business owners. You guys that took a lot of courses. You guys that took a lot of mentorships. You got the sauce, you got the knowledge, but you around like, damn, I'm not closing enough deals. I'm not closing enough clients. I'm not making enough money, even though I got all this information in my head. And that's because you don't have the sales sauce. All right. You're going to need that to really get the people to tap in with you. Now, I can say the information that I'm about to teach y'all is not a product of my own. I am a student of Napoleon Hill sales, Bob Proctor sales, Brian Tracy sales, Jordan Belfort sales, Grant Cardone sales, Myron Golden sales. You know what I'm saying? And I take a lot of that information, I apply it, it works. I break it down to a way that I can teach it out to you guys. So I'm telling you, make sure you watch this full video, and I advise you to take notes and watch the video again, because this is some sauce that you're going to really need to succeed in your business. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. There's 3 things that you're going to want to appear to your prospect. All right, what I mean by prospect, that's the person that is opted into your landing page, opted into your website, or opted into your social media, and you want to convert that prospect into a paying customer or a paying client. All right, so the 3 things you want to appear to them, the first one is you want to come off, like my guy Belfort teaches us, sharp as a tack. And you want to make sure you control the convo. All right. So sharp as a tack, meaning boom, they get on they hit your scheduling page, y'all get on the Zoom call or y'all get on the phone call. You want to come off as sharp. You know what I'm saying? You want to come off that you ready to go. You fired up about this. You know what I'm saying? If you get on the phone and the voice is cracking and you shy, you're a bit timid. You know what I'm saying? The prospect, the person on the other side can feel that lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you hot and ready. You know, you sharp. You want to make sure you control that convo. You know what I'm saying? You taking the control. You asking them, hey, introduce yourself. You really coming on with it, because if you're not controlling the convo, then they're going to control it. And then you're not going to come off as that authority figure, and then they not going to really want to, get down with you, and you'll be losing rapport as soon as you get on the line. All right, so make sure you coming off as real sharp, ready to control that. All right, the next thing is you want to have enthusiasm. All right, y'all check my spelling on that. You want to have enthusiasm. I mean, you want to be excited. You want to be excited to talk to them. You want to be excited about what you have to offer. You want to be excited about your company. You want to be excited about this whole exchange you're about to have with this person. All right, because if you get on the phone call and you dry, you boring, you know what I'm saying, there's no excitement to what's going on, then why would they want to buy from you? You dry, you boring. If you're not excited about what you about to sell them, they're not going to be excited to buy it. You dig what I'm saying? So make sure you have some enthusiasm when you get on the line with a prospect. All right, the third thing is you want to make sure that you are an expert in your field. All right? Expert in your field, meaning whatever it is that you selling, whatever industry you're in, you studying, you staying on top of your game. You got the top of information. You always know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If they end up asking you any questions, you know how to answer it, because you've been in this industry, you've been studying, and you just a flat out expert. All right. So if your prospect has these 3 things in their mind, as soon as y'all get ready to get busy, they see that you sharp as a tack, you ready to control the convo, you got some enthusiasm about what's going on, and you're an expert in your field, the prospect will begin to defer to you. All right. We as human beings, we naturally defer to higher authorities. Anybody that we feel is more experienced than us, that has it going on, we defer to them. So for example, I'm a master salesman myself, but if I'm in the presence of Myron Golden, if I'm in the presence of Grant Cardone, I know the level those guys are at. You know what I'm saying? I know they got all this going on and some. So guess what? I'm going to defer to their authority. I'm going to sit there and be a student. I'm going to listen. They ask me questions. I'm going to answer all day long. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we do. Kind of like even with higher officials like police or judges and stuff like that. We know those are high-ranking authorities, and we defer to them. All right. So that's what you want your prospect to feel about you. Now, when they do defer to you, that means it's time for you to go inside. It's time for you to really engage and get to this next level. All right. Which is this. The number one thing in sales. And this is the number one thing people don't do. And this is why people fail. And this is why you won't fail, because you're going to write this down and you're going to really remember this in your head. The number one thing you must do in sales is ask questions. All right, this is the number one thing you do in sales. All right, you ask questions, you gather information, you gather intelligence with your prospect. All right, now write this down next. After asking questions, you need to learn how to ask the right questions, and you need to learn how to ask them a certain way. And when you guys tap into my mentorship and I see whatever business you is, I will help you create a script to where you can do those two things: ask the right questions and ask them in a certain way. All right, now your objective when you're doing that, when you asking these questions, these are your objectives. You need to identify these two things. Once you identify these two things, you really you more than halfway home. All right, the first thing that you need to identify when you're asking questions is the pain. All right, you need to identify the pain point of your prospect. Okay, what is bothering them? What is stopping them from getting to where they want to go? You know what I'm saying? What is this thing that you need to discover to where you can create that solution for them, right? Because if you haven't identified their pain point, you don't even know why they want to buy. All right, see, a lot of times these people out here who call themselves salesmen, they just want to talk about themselves. They want to talk about the company. They want to talk about what the company can do. They talking about this, you get this, and that. And the whole time the prospect is like, what about me? What about me? You don't even know what I really need. And again, you don't want to sell nobody anything that they don't need. And you won't know what they need until you discover what their pain point is. All right. So the next thing you need to discover is their pleasure. All right. You need to know what their pleasurable desire is, meaning you need to know where they want to go. All right. That's what you need to know. Their pain, what's the pain point, what's stopping them, and what's their pleasure, where they want to go. So that's what your job is. Your job is to take them away from the pain and then take towards the pleasure. Once you're able to identify what these two are, and you're going to take them away from the pain and take them towards the pleasure, boom, you got it. Now all you got to do is paint the image in their mind of how you're going to do that with the offer that you have. You know what I'm saying? The offer that you're going to present to them is telling them it's the best way to get them away from that pain and to get them towards their pleasure. Your offer is going to do that for them. Your offer is going to solve their problem. Your offer is the solution to these two things. And once you got that down packed, hey, they ready to get down with you. All right. Now let me give you an example. I myself, I'm a credit consultant, right? I can help you with credit repair. I can help you with credit building. I can help you with funding. I can help you grow your business. I can do a lot of things. All right. Now, a lot of clients that I have are people that are in the trucking industry, right? People that are hauling trucks, hauling freights, getting money like that, right? So, for example, I have a guy that opts in with me. He gets on a phone call with me. And he's in the trucking industry, and he says, hey, CJ, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to him. I'm building rapport with him. You need to build rapport with these prospects. You need to act like you really care, because you should care, right? So we chop it up. I'm building rapport with him, and he says, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to buy a truck. But CJ, man, they asking me for a big down payment. The note's only going to be high. The interest rate's going to be high, man. And they just trying to tab me up. And I really need to get this truck to get myself off the ground. I got my CDL. I'm really trying to get on the road and get popping. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's because of my credit. They jerking me around with these prices and the interest rates for this truck. So boom, I've asked him questions. What's going on? How I can help him? He tells me that. So boom, I have identified his pain point. He can't get a truck because his credit is bad. Once I've identified that, asking questions, I'm asking the next question. I'm be like, okay, so what type of truck do you want? You want a new truck, used truck? Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I know a truck that's pretty good. It's a bit used, but it'll really get the job done. All right, and I asked him like, what type of freight do you looking to haul? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm looking to haul this type of freight, this and that. Then I asked him like, well, how much money you probably, you're gonna make a week? You know what I'm saying? What getting that truck you want and hauling the freight that you want? Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I could make by like $10,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? I get this truck and I get off the road. Boom. Now I've identified his pleasure. I know where he wants to go. I got the pain and the pleasure. So what I do is, now that I got that information, this is what I say next. Hey, based off what you told me, my credit and coaching program will be a great fit for you. Why? Because I'm going to repair your credit, I'm going to remove all those negative items. I'm going to add positive accounts to your credit. Then you'll be able to go in and get that truck at the rates that you want, at the payments you want. Once you be able to secure the truck, now you can be able to do the things you want to do. But here's what's better than that. Because you have your trucking business, I'm also get you funded for business credit, right? Because I know that there's going to be expenses that you have to pay when it comes with that truck. So by having good personal credit, you'll be able to get access to business credit. I can help you get access to 0% interest business credit, to where when any expenses arise with you and your trucking company, you don't have to dig into your own cash flow that you've been getting, that 10K you be getting each week. You don't have to dig into your own bread. You can go utilize your business credit. You can liquidate it to cash or swipe for anything you got to do to float you over each week until you start recouping more money, and then you could just pay off the business swipes and don't have to dig into your pockets. I know that's a big problem for you guys in the trucking industry, those major expenses, and it's cut into your profit. So with this credit sauce, you'll be able to get a good rate on, you'll get a good deal on your truck, and you will be able to hold yourself down with the business swipe. I'm gonna give you something even better, man. Once you get your credit clean, and once I get you access to everything you want to get access, what you just told me about, you'll be able to upgrade up to my mentorship if you want to where now all the other people that's in your industry, in your community, who are dealing with those same type of pain points that you are dealing with, you will be able to set up an automated credit repair company where you can repair their credit, earn you some extra money, and you can teach them how to get business credit so they don't have to deal with those expenses they dealing with as well. So you'll be able to get set with me. Once you see it works for me, you'll be able to help other people, and you'll be able to earn some extra money. Man, how does that sound? Man, it sounds like a deal to me. You done told me everything I need and some. Boom, deal closed, right? Because I didn't convince him to do something he didn't want to do. You remember, we're not convincing, we're persuading. I'm just going to persuade him to get down on my offer, because I have heard by asking the right questions what I have to offer will be a great fit for him and some. All right. So boom, deal closed. I mean, if you're watching this video in the trucking industry, I'll probably close you right through this video. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's a win-win for both of us. We both gonna win. You gonna win by tapping in with me. You know, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna win by you tapping in with me, paying for my services, but you gonna win by getting your pleasurable desire. Now, here's the next thing. Here's the next thing that's the beauty about this. The very next thing is number 2 is you need to make sure that the value of your offer exceeds the money exchanged, right? So the money that he's going to pay me for his credit repair and his credit building, and the money that he's going to pay me for that mentorship, that value is way more than the money he's going to pay me, because he can see that, man, I'm about to save thousands of dollars in interest rate because of the service I'm about to get with CJ. I'm about to save thousands of dollars out of my own pocket because he's going to give me business funding and credit repair. So I'm going to easily hand over him that money because I can see that the value is way more than what I'm about to pay. You see what I'm saying? You create that offer to where people are more than happy to give you that bread because they can see the value is really big, right? The value has to be more than the money exchange. Let me give you an example. Because nobody just pays for equal. We pay for more, right? So this is an example I'm going to give you. So if I have $1, right? You have $1 and we exchange. I give you $1, you give me $1. How much money do we both have? We both got $1. You gave me $1, I gave you $1. We both only got $1. Why would we do that? That's a waste of both of our times. We just exchanged $1. Nobody came up. Now, if you gave me $1 and I gave you back $10, would you do that? I'm gonna say it again. You give me $1, I give you back $10. Would you do that? Yes, you would do that. All right, because if you give me another $1, I give you back another $10. Now you up 20 and you only gave me $2. You'll do that all day, right? So if you give me $10, I give you $100. Would you do that? Yes, you would. If you give me $100 and I give you back $1,000, would you do that? Yes, you would. If you give me $1,000 and I give you back $10,000, would you do that? Absolutely. If you gave me 10,000 and then I gave you back 100,000, would you do that? Yes, you're gonna do that all day long. That's the whole point. Okay. This is what you need to really understand. If the value is this big, but the price people are paying is this big, they will buy every time. All right, I'm gonna say that one more time, because if you really lock this in, you'll really understand the psychology of selling. Say it with me. All right, y'all ready? If the value is this big and the price they're paying is this big, they will buy every single time. All right, that's how this sales things work. You just gotta have the formula down pat. All right, now let me tell y'all, before I end this video, I'm gonna tell y'all why my sales is the best. Why you can't lose like the Dolphins in 72 when you get down with Mr. CJU. Let me tell you why. Because if you go through all of this I just told you, and your prospect is like, hey, I'm all in. CJ, I like I see the value. I know it's gonna work for me. I know I'm gonna double and triple my money by signing up with you, but I just don't have all the money right now. Right? And this could be one reason why you can lose out on the sale, because they simply just can't afford what you're offering, even though they want it. But the beauty with me is I understand credit, financing, and funding, right? So I know all I have to do is get your credit in a certain position. All I have to do is get your paperwork in a certain position. I can take you over to my lenders that I have a relationship with, and I can get you funded. Then when I get you funded, you can now use that money to invest into my mentorships and my coaching programs. So you're not even out of pocket. So you guys are like, man, I want to get down with your 10K program, CJ. I want to get down with your 25K inner circle high ticket program, CJ. I just don't have 25K on me. It's fine. If you qualify, I will get you $50,000 to $100,000 in funding, and then you can invest with me. You can finance. You don't have to pay it all off at once. You can pay in monthly payments, right? Because look, we finance our furniture, right? We finance washers and dryers and shit, right? You finance vehicles, right? You know, why can't you finance information that's going to help you get money? Because you got to think about it. Once you end up getting the sauce, you might have a couple $100 monthly payment, but the sauce that you about to receive is about to allow you to start earning income. And then the income that you're about to earn, you'll be able to pay off the monthly payments that you owe. And then once the monthly payments are paid off, you free and clear. You didn't come out of your own pocket. The banks paid for your mentorship, your coaching. Then the money that then you went out to sell to customers, and then your customers end up paying the monthly payments that you got funded from the bank. So you was out of pocket, and then you didn't even pay back the monthly payments. So you all in with all the sauce, and you just up. This is why money will never be the problem if you see the value in what I'm kicking, because I'm going to help you get the money. I'm going to help you get the bag, and I'm going to help you just keep going up. This is why you cannot lose. This is why if you're a business owner and you don't want to learn how to repair credit, or you don't want to create a repair company or none of that, your business is something else. You still need to tap in and get the credit sauce. You still need to tap in and get the funding sauce, because if you're trying to sell high ticket for your business, you need to know how to get your prospect funding so they can tap in with your product or service. Whether you want to get down with credit repair or not, you still need to understand financing, because you can build your own customer. You can build up your own clientele, and you can get them to pay you full price. See, the thing is, a lot of you guys think pricing is a problem because you got something that's really valuable, but you scared to charge that high because you think a lot of people can't afford it. So what you do, you start decreasing your prices because you think the price is the problem. No, your sales skills suck. That's why people don't even want to tap in. And then two, you don't understand credit and financing to get your prospect or your client the funding they need to tap in with you. But when you got the sales sauce and you got the funding sauce, you cannot lose. And that's what you're gonna learn with your boy Mr. CJU. I'm telling you, I got this thing all buttoned up in the night. It's just up to you whenever you're ready to make the decision. I got the sauce you need, baby. I'm telling you, them sales skills will pay the bills. I'm telling you, man. Tap in with your boy Mr. CJU, and I will help you get to that next level in them high ticket sales so you can get rich real quick with your boy Mr. CJU. You already know. Till next time, hap hap.